It's time for a flex, dear friends. We're gonna do some plane breaking and some amazing jumps in today's combo. Drex here from Drex Ultrapoi, bringing you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. Goodness, and today we're about to put a lot of pieces together. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow DNA, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So as I mentioned last week, this combo was actually part of a longer combo that I performed in my Emo Flow video just a few weeks ago. And I personally love this combo. I stuck together some things that had come out in flow practices for me in the weeks leading up to shooting that video, and it felt like I put together this big, long novel of a combo that not only included just so many different ideas that I thought were really cool, but also was really dance heavy and acrobatic in ways that I don't normally get to do. So this is the first half of that combo, and it should be said, probably also the half that involves the more advanced tricks. So here's what you're going to need to know for this one. You're going to need to know how to do Zan's Diamond in split time opposites. You're probably going to want to know how to do your pirouettes with your poi going in a horizontal plane and everything. In addition, you are also going to want to know how to do wheel plane caps as well as Uta-stalls. Yeah? I'm going to leave links to tutorials for all of these tricks down in the description, as well as a link using the cards up here on if you happen to be watching the video on YouTube. I'm going to show you this combo at full speed, break it down piece by piece, and then show it to you again in slow motion. What? So this combo starts off with what is probably one of my favorite discoveries in, like, really all year, to be honest with you. And it involves going back and forth between Zan's Diamond and, boom, this little horizontal space right here. Now the irony is that originally I saw this transition a different way. I had it very clearly in my head that there would be another trick that would lead to that moment right there where you would pick up the poi almost like you were doing a stall chaser and do a little pirouette with it. Now the problem is I didn't write down what that trick was, and by the time I got around to being able to spin my poi and try it out, couldn't remember anymore. So I went for the first trick that I could think of that includes that same position with the hands in poi, which just happens to be Zan's Diamond in split time opposites. Now, the key here is that you're looking for those moments when you bring the poi across like that, because it ends in a moment where you have one poi pointing up and one poi pointing down. You can use this as a moment to switch into stall chasers if you so choose, and of course to switch back out of them as well. Now, what I want to do with this, of course, is I want to kind of tip this shape over on its side, and that then becomes an opportunity to do that pirouette, which, involves just pulling up the right foot to the left knee and spinning around on it and everything, right? Woof. So, how exactly does that work? So the way I'm thinking of this in my head is I start from right hand up, going left, right hand up, left hand up, right, and then when I go back to the left here, this is like the starting position and everything, that's the moment when I kind of almost tilt this shape upward to get the poi horizontal, yeah? I'm aiming to have one hand on either side of my neck. Now it should be said, if you can do Zan's Diamond and make that end in a stall, the momentum is not actually as hard to manipulate as you might think. To be perfectly frank with you, I find the stall way harder than just doing the kind of moving the shape over and everything. Moving the shape over actually works with the momentum of the poi completely. But you are looking to try and get that moment where you can tilt it up and rotate around with it, yeah? Okay, so we did our pirouette, and it was lovely, but the thing is we're not gonna do a full pirouette. I'm actually gonna put down my right foot behind me, faced away from the camera, bring my left hand poi up above my head, step out with my left foot, bring my right hand poi up above my head as I'm stepping around with my right foot. And as I bring my left hand up above my head again, I'm going to bring my two poi in front of myself here, doing what's basically like a horizontal plane isolation before letting them come to a stop over here on my left hand side. Note, my left hand is higher than my right hand here. So just to review what all we've got right now, I start with my Zan's Diamond in split time opposite. I take that around to the pirouette and take it around to that horizontal plane isolation and stop both of the poi over here on my left-hand side, yeah? Now, critically, I'm looking over at my poi as I'm doing so. I'm usually focusing on my left-hand poi, right? Now, my next move is that I'm actually going to rotate my right-hand poi around and catch it with my left hand so that my poi are oriented opposite to each other, right? Except that as I do that, I have a focus shift with my head to face the camera. It's almost like an activation, like boom. Yeah? Now, I'm going to bring my two hands in poi down and around. I'm going to carry my left knee up with the poi so that they wind up in that same position over on my right-hand side, yeah? So that whole section winds up being, I am looking over to my left with one poi over the other, and I catch the right poi, boom. That's my focus shift. Drag the two poi around and pull my left knee with them, boom, to finish that off over at the right. Now here's where it gets fun. I'm going to release my poi out so that I wind up with my right hand poi going reverse and my left hand poi going forwards. And I'm going to do an arms apart wheel plane cap here. And as my two poi are coming around in extensions right here, I'm going to fold them around to basically stall them over on my right hand side. When I do that, I'm going to go ahead and sweep them in what feels like a U to stall over to my left and then over to my right. And this is all a wind up for what finishes off the combo. So unfortunately, there's no way I can do this next part in slow motion. And in fact, I don't think there's any way I can do it without the wind up. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm building up enough momentum to do a jump. That jump is going to involve my head going off to stage left, and I'm first going to kick up my right foot and then my left foot back behind me. In both cases, I'm kind of like trying to reach my heel as though I want to kick the back of my head, even though I'm not flexible enough to do so. But the poi go out to my sides as I'm doing this. So with the wind up, I go right, I go left, I go right, and I take the jump to land, yeah? So that whole section winds up being that I release the poi and do a cap and stall right, stall left, stall right, take the jump, and that ends the combo, yeah? Let's try it from the top. All right, so from the top, I take my Zan's Diamond in split time opposites and stall it up into that pirouette, take it around into the horizontal isolation, and catch that right hand poi, take it around, release my cap, stall right, stall left, stall right, take the jump, and bring it down for a rest, yeah? Awesome. Let's check that out again in slow motion. And hey, you want extra credit? I know you do. Let's put those two combos together now, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Zan's Diamond, take it over to the left, stall into my pirouettes, into those corkscrews and horizontal isolations, boom, take the catch, bring it around, and give myself the cap, stall right, stall left, stall right, take a jump around, and I go ahead and do the isolated throw, step right, step left, coming around, down stage, and take my anti-spin flower around, boom, to stop, take it around and push my foot back to stall, and finish it all off. Yay for novels! Okay, so all told, I love this combo. It is probably one of my favorite things that I've written all year. It travels all over creation and it incorporates so many different ideas that I love in poi dance. I also realize that it is a huge challenge and it is one of those things that makes sense in my brain, but it might not to everybody. But if you want to learn any part of this combo and post it, I would be so honored. You can go ahead and post a video of yourself doing any part of this combo and or a combo inspired by this one to Instagram and use the hashtag DrexFactorPoi so I can come check out your hard work. If you want to, you can also post that video to your stories and tag me. I am at DrexFactor. I'll go ahead and make a copy of your video and post it to my own stories so that all of my followers can see your hard work. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe so that other people can find this video, and of course, you can help my channel grow. And finally, a huge thank you because this video would not be possible without the kind contributions of these amazing folks right here. These are my Flow patrons over on Patreon, and they, along with the nice folks listed down in the description of this video, make this video and all the videos on this channel possible. If you would like to sign up to support this work and help me continue to make videos to help people all over the world realize the potential for creative movement that their bodies have, you can do so by heading on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. You can get early access to all of my content as well as a say in what topics I tackle in the future. Plus which, I sometimes post some great extras content and some behind the scenes stuff there too. So you should go check that out. Please and thank you. All right, so next week I will have another combo tutorial for you that I promise will have nothing whatsoever to do with my Emo Flow video. It'll be something that is just meant to be a thing unto itself. Thank you all so much for being patient with me these last 3 weeks. And to those of you who learn these combos, double thank you. Anyhow, I hope that you enjoy your weekend and you take a break to get outside and flow today. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Peace.